And we are live. Welcome into the stream tonight, everybody. We've got a Metro Division battle between the Columbus Blue Jackets and Pittsburgh Penguins. This should be a fun one here tonight. Rickard Rakell, the big addition at the deadline for Pittsburgh, will be making his his Pittsburgh debut tonight with the Penguins. So we're going to get to see him in action with his new team, see how he looks. And this should be a fun one here tonight. I've been watching on ESPN Plus the Columbus Blue Jackets pregame show. Columbus has not won in Pittsburgh since 2015. So that's kind of an interesting little thing that they were talking about during the pregame, was that Columbus has not won in Pittsburgh since 2015. So obviously the Blue Jackets trying to end that streak here tonight and finally pick up a win. And in Penguins territory. And then obviously Pittsburgh, playoff team this year, one of the best top teams in the Eastern Conference. They're obviously trying to take care of business against a non-playoff opponent and pick up another 2 points in the standings and try and march their way as high as they can in the seeding before we get to the postseason. So this should be a fun game tonight. Should be a lot of good action in this one. Appreciate everybody being here. Cap, Axie, Evan, Zachary, Austin, 100% Dork, Underwater. What is going on? Welcome. Thank you guys all for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It's time to get the poll up in the chat. You guys can let me know who you think's gonna win tonight. We got the Blue Jackets on the road. If I could type. Blue Jackets on the road. Penguins at home. It is up in the chat. Poll is ready to go. Get your votes in. Let me know who you guys think's going to win tonight. But we'll see how it all goes over these next couple of hours here. Happy early birthday, Zachary. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. Corey, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Still a few minutes away from puck drop. Getting ready to get into the action here. Columbus 32-28-3. Pittsburgh 38-16-9 on the year. Obviously, Pittsburgh right up there battling at the top of the Metro Division. And this is going to be an interesting one here tonight. Columbus finds ways to win some random games. I remember doing a game earlier in the year where Columbus beat Carolina 6-0. Now, I certainly don't expect that to happen again, but it's just weird how Columbus can pull off these random wins sometimes. Pittsburgh's going to have to make sure that they show up ready to go tonight, but I do expect the Penguins to get the 2 points. Trevor, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Jim, what's going on? Welcome in. Alex, welcome. Connor, what's up? Appreciate you guys all being here. Thanks for coming by. This should be a fun game. Nicholas, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, 11 games in the NHL tonight, Cap. So, got a lot of different games going on. Yes, Connor, I saw them. Toronto wearing Bruins colors now, I guess. They wanna look like a team that actually wins playoff series, apparently. Forward lines here. Looking at this group for Columbus. Typical top six for Columbus. A few names down in the bottom six that are, Brendan Gaunce, Justin Danforth, kind of depth players. But for the most part, looks good. Pittsburgh's lineup, yeah, about what you would expect. Let's see. Look, Rakell is supposedly going to be starting on the Jeff Carter line with Kapanen. Carter on the middle, Kapanen on the right side, and Rakell on the left side. Pablo, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Austin, doubleheader tomorrow night. We'll be doing the Leafs-Devils game first, and then Vancouver-Colorado right after. Yeah, Teddy Bluger back for Pittsburgh. Obviously, one of their most important bottom six players. Really good at a lot of different things. Bluger brings a lot to the lineup in that depth role. He's going to be playing with Brian Boyle and Radim Zahorna tonight. I'm doing pretty well, Pablo. Thanks for being here. It's great to see you in the chat. Looks like most of you are very heavily on Pittsburgh, which I'm not surprised. Pittsburgh definitely is a big-time favorite in this game. Red Rubber, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, it's going to be fun. This should be an interesting game tonight. We'll see how these teams play and which version of both of these teams show up, because Columbus can play tough, but they got to be on their A game, and Columbus has had a lot of issues this year keeping the puck out of their net. I feel like this is probably going to be a game that has some goals in it, but again, I expect Pittsburgh to win this. They are certainly the better team, and should be picking up the 2 points tonight. Joey, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. Yeah, Jason Zucker coming back could be huge for Pittsburgh as well. At that point, somebody's dropping out of the lineup. So, does Kapanen kind of lose his spot? He's been awful this year. Do you take a fourth liner out in that case? Pittsburgh's going to have to try and find what their ideal lineup is. What their ideal lineup is before playoff time. I assume, with Zahorna in now, he probably is the first guy to come out of the lineup. But they're gonna. I'll just say I would expect Pittsburgh to be trying some different things with their forward combinations to try and figure out what is gonna work best come playoff time. Jason, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Avi, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you in the chat, as always. We got a bunch of legends in the chat already as we get ready for puck drop in this one. Just a couple minutes away, we're going to be getting into the action. Really, really appreciate everyone watching tonight, and hopefully we get to see a great hockey game. So almost 80% of you have Pittsburgh here in the poll in the chat. So you very heavy on Pittsburgh tonight, as expected. Mini Stick, what's going on? Michelle, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Favorite Penguin? Well, it was Brandon Tanev until, well, he wasn't a Penguin anymore. So, favorite Penguin? I mean, Brian Boyle's definitely up there because I've loved Brian Boyle his whole career. I really like Brian Rust as well. Brian Rust is a guy that I think is very underrated and a very, very good scorer that a lot of people outside of the Penguins fandom don't really realize how good he is. So, I guess for favorite Penguin for me, it would either be Brian Rust or Brian Boyle. HP, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to see you back in the chat. It's great to have you here. Let's see. Yeah, Jake Guentzel's another really good player. Obviously, he's an underrated guy as well with a boatload of scoring ability. Letang is definitely not near the top of my favorite Penguins, Rumble. No chance. All right, we're going to have Eunice Korpisalo in goal tonight for Columbus. So that definitely helps out the Penguins. Korpisalo has been absolutely brutal this year, giving up over 4 goals a game and only an .878 save percentage. Korpisalo has been absolutely brutal this year. Tristan Jarry goes down at the other end, 228 goals against average, .922 save percentage. Obviously a great bounce back year for Jarry after what happened in the playoffs last year. He's been great this season. So we're ready for puck drop. Roslovic is going to take the draw for Columbus, and he takes it against Sidney Crosby. It's won back by the Blue Jackets, and we are underway as Columbus trying to bring it into the offensive zone. That one goes off a skate, dumped into the offensive zone, sent down now. D. Wade, what's going on? Welcome in. Long shot there from the Penguins. Good save by Korpisalo with the pad. Moved up now through the middle of the ice into the offensive zone. Roslovic tries to get a shot off. That one is blocked. Moved out here. Crosby back the other way into the offensive zone. Shot there goes well wide. I think the Penguins were offsides anyway. We're going to get a whistle, and 34 seconds in, we get our first stoppage of the game. Face-off coming up here. 0-0 start. Just getting going in this one. Appreciate everybody watching. Penguins, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Contract stays the same, Cap. Mean Girl Hockey, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you. Appreciate you coming by as Columbus dumps that one in. Jarry leaves it behind the net. Trying to work this one up. That gets lofted and in behind the D. Rust will chase after it, get it below the goal line. Trying to pass to Malkin, but that's deflected up and out of play. We'll get a whistle here. And it will be an O-zone face-off coming up now for Pittsburgh. 58 seconds in. O-zone draw here for Pittsburgh. Taken by Rust. He spins around, throws it through the middle. Nobody there. Columbus gets to the loose puck, and they clear it out. Back the other way now. Here comes Bemstrom chasing into the offensive zone. Robinson goes in on the forecheck as well. Trying to move this one around. Steeler Nation, what's going on? Welcome in. Gavrikov with it. Plays it up through the middle. Taken now. Malkin steals for Pittsburgh. Back into the offensive zone. Played here. Gets it through to Ruhwedel, and that one goes off a skate and up and out of play again. Rickard Rakell on the ice here for the Pens, making his debut with the team. Just traded at the deadline. Just about a minute and a half into the first. And Rakell, Carter, and Kapanen. Third line tonight for Pittsburgh. Along the sideboards now. Columbus wins the battle along the boards. Clears that out of their zone. Right back the other way. Here comes Pittsburgh. Here's Rakell into the offensive end. Trying to drive it down low. Spins away from one guy. Out in front. What a chance. And Kapanen fumbles the puck and he can't get a shot off. And that is the type of year it's been for Kasperi Kapanen. All alone in front after a great pass from Rakell, and he can't finish it off. Taken behind the net now. Columbus trying to clear. Forecheck pressure coming here from Pittsburgh. Columbus moves it to the middle. They're going to carry it, and there you'll dump it up into the offensive zone and head off for a line change. Ruhwedel plays it back now to Bluger. Bluger up over the red line, dumped into the offensive end. Played down here. Back to the point. Long shot in. Pad save there by Korpisalo. He's got 2 guys laying on top of him. Now the puck goes behind the net. Columbus clears it out. Here come the Blue Jackets up ice. Into the offensive zone. It's Justin Danforth. Chinnikov in the corner helping him out. Playing it behind the net now. Zahorna gets back and will pass it up. Pittsburgh clears their zone. Heading off for a partial line change here. Boyle goes on the forecheck. He'll peel back now. New line for the Penguins. Columbus regrouping in their own zone about 3 minutes in. K. Wright, what's going on? Welcome. Vernon, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Moved up now. Shot there from Line goes high off glass. Kept in by Gavrikov. Behind the net now. Gerry sends it up the boards himself. Nyquist sends it down low. Played to the corner. Worked away here. Gustav Nyquist back to the point. Gavrikov with a long shot blocked on the way through. Forechecking pressure here. Not enough from the Blue Jackets. Pittsburgh's able to move it up and get it out. Here comes Evan Rodriguez now into the offensive zone. His pass attempt goes off. A stick is deflected to the Blue Jackets, and they'll clear it back the other way. Up through neutral ice. Here's Nyquist. And he's just going to settle things down. Played back to Gavrikov now. 16:10 to go here in the first. Moved up now through the neutral zone. Both teams fumbling for it. Norm, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. And we get an offsides call here against Columbus early. TCB, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Great to have you here. Got a stoppage here. Just we're about just over 4 minutes in. Puck in the neutral zone. Both teams going for it. Columbus gets it deep. They'll try and push it now. Heinen gets back. Tries to clear it out. Werenski keeps it in. Plays it down low. Chasing after it, it's Corrali. Played up now to Malkin by Pittsburgh. He lofts it and bounces that one out of the zone. Trying to come back the other way is Robinson. Here's Bemstrom walking in. Fires a shot and good stick there from Marcus Pettersson. Getting in the shooting lane. Deflecting that one out of play. 15:23 to go in the first, and it will be an offensive zone faceoff for Columbus. So a good chance here as Bemstrom tries to cut to the middle, but Pettersson gets his stick in the way. Solid D there from the Pittsburgh defenseman. Sillinger to take the offensive zone draw now for Columbus. And Pittsburgh steals it right off the draw. Great play there by Kapanen. He takes it up ice, and he gets interfered here with by Carlson. And first power play of the game is going to go to the Pittsburgh Penguins. As Kapanen was trying to get around Carlson there and get it into the offensive zone. And Carlson holds him up right around the blue line. Referee's arm goes up. That is interference, and Pittsburgh's going to the man advantage. Yeah, Carolina, very rare losing streak for them, Pablo. You don't see that happen with Carolina very often. But we'll see what they can do tonight in a very tough game, as this is top of the circle. Now Penn's playing it down low, setting up in the offensive zone. On the man advantage, that one's stolen away and cleared all the way down by Columbus. Penn's got to go back and regroup here. Christopher Letang with the puck. 1:40 still to go on the power play as we tick past the 5-minute mark of the first period. Playing this one over now. Worked up through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Penn's trying to get it back out through neutral ice. Columbus doing a good job on the penalty kill so far, just shutting him down. Here's Crosby having trouble with Roslovic. Gets it over to Malkin. Back to Crosby into the offensive zone. Guentzel chases, takes a hit from Andrew Peak. Playing it around. Joey, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I'm doing well. How are you? Great to see you in the chat. So that one gets played back to the point now. Letang has it. Skates it down low to the corner, looking to make a pass. Pass into the middle there. Second chance. Crosby with a third chance. Two of them get blocked. Korpisalo makes a save on one, and the puck gets cleared finally there by the Jackets all the way down. Good chances there for Pittsburgh, but nothing getting through. Hockey Mouse, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Pittsburgh back into the offensive end here as they still have 20 seconds of power play time. Matheson keeps it in. Blue Jackets take it. Here's Corrali trying to clear. Doesn't get it out of the zone. Pass from Matheson goes off a Heinen skate. Now it's down low. Taken again here by the Jackets. They clear it all the way down. Final seconds of the power play ticking off. Chance now right as we go back to full strength. Korpisalo makes a nice save there on Rodriguez. But Columbus has killed the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5. And we are going to go to our first commercial break of this one. 13-13 to go in the first period. Scoreless game so far. Joshua, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Good to have you in the chat. Thank you guys all so much for watching. We've just gone to our first commercial break. We're about 7 minutes in, and we have a scoreless start between the Jackets and the Pens. Appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget, it does mean a lot and help out a ton if you hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where everyone can have some fun, enjoy the game, and have a good time. So really, really appreciate all the support from everybody. Thank you guys so much. So we got 13-13 left to go in the first. We'll see which team can break the ice first. Yeah, Raquel's playing for Pittsburgh. Rickard Raquel's first game as a Penguin. He's playing on a line with Jeff Carter and Kasperi Kapanen. Jonas Hoopanen, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Edited, thanks for being here. Great to have you in the chat. Got a good one going here early. Some chances, but nobody finding the back of the net yet. Really? An NHL 20 player? That's fantastic, Hockey Mouse. Coming back from the commercial break here. Korpisalo had to make one big save in particular on that power play, but was able to get it done. Ozone draw here for Carter. Speaking of Raquel, he's out there right now. Third line's on the ice. Pens keep it in the attacking zone. Here's Raquel, back to the point. Shot in here. Blocker stopped by Korpisalo. Played over. Taken now. Matheson's going to blast one. He just misses wide. Goes off glass. Carter down low on the forecheck. Trying to get this one away from the Columbus D. Puck in the corner. Kapanen comes in to try and help as well. It ends up on the other side. Here's Jake Voracek. He's going to clear that one out of the zone. And here comes Columbus into the offensive end. It's Cole Sillinger with a shot. He fires it up high. And we got a delayed penalty call coming up here. It looks like it's going to be against the Penguins. So it's going to be a high sticking call here against Pittsburgh. Columbus is going to get a crack at a power play themselves as Mike Matheson heads to the penalty box. And we have our second penalty of the game, and it's one for each team as Matheson heads off. Got the stick up there, right into the face of one of the Columbus defenders there, and that will get you sent to the box. Carmine, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Emotional Damage, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Good to have everyone in the chat. It was actually Bjorkstrand. It wasn't a defenseman, but he was back in a defensive posture. It was Bjorkstrand who got hit up high. It looks like it hit him in the visor, though, instead of his actual face, so he wasn't cut or anything. It is just a 2-minute penalty, but almost knocked the helmet right off his head, so going to be an offensive zone draw now for Columbus. We'll see what they can do on the man advantage as Pittsburgh, already taking the puck off of the faceoff, is able to clear it into the offensive zone. Good start to the kill here for the Pens. I don't get spun around. No, they did make it a 4-minute. Never mind, they just updated the clock. This is a double minor. Bjorkstrand I didn't see any blood on Bjorkstrand, but maybe I missed it. They actually upgraded this to a double minor, so 3.5 minutes left on the power play here for Columbus. Pittsburgh's going to have to do a lot of good work to kill this one up. Gerry with a big save there on Voracek. Malika, what's going on? Nathan, what's going on? Tommy, welcome in. Bill, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome in, Jonas from Finland. Thank you so much for watching. It's great to have you here. Trying to move it up now into the offensive zone. Line A, back to the point. Now to Werenski. First minute killed off. Still just under 3 more to go. Chance in there. Rolls in the back, and they score! It gets through. Gerry. Nyquist, I think, got the last touch on it. And Columbus scores on the power play to make it 1-0. Gustav Nyquist with the power play goal for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Gerry made the original save, but it ended up getting behind him, and it rolls into the net. I believe Nyquist got a stick on this as it rolled in. Yes, he got the last push on it. And that is 1-0 here, Columbus. And because it was in the first half of the 4-minute power play, it is still a power play here for another 2 minutes for the Blue Jackets. I love hockey. What's going on? Cam, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Jerlane, what's going on? Welcome. Great to have you in the chat. Really appreciate everybody watching. Korpisalo now going to play that. Leave it for his defenseman as Pittsburgh clears that. Working it up now. Here comes Jake Bean. Drops it off. Played now by Chinnikov into the offensive zone. Still 1:27 of power play time for the Blue Jackets. They have the 1-0 lead here in the first. We're just about almost halfway through the period with 10:40 to go. Brian Boyle gets that one out to the neutral zone, but can't loft it over the Blue Jackets. Roslovic brings it right back in, plays it to Sillinger. Here's Bemstrom along the sideboards, trying to get it back to the point. Pittsburgh stuffs him up. Now there's a battle for it along the wall. Back over now. Nathan, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Jackets setting back up again. And that bounces away from Werenski. It's back out to the neutral zone. They'll have to regroup. 10 minutes to go here in the first. Werenski plays it back. Speed through the neutral zone. 32 seconds of power play time remains. Nyquist almost mishandles that out of the zone. Now he's checked by Bluger. Letang comes away with it. Pittsburgh's up ice. Short-handed now, trying to get it into the offensive zone. Letang just curls back with it. That one goes off a skate. Jacket's going to get it back now. Columbus with it in the neutral zone. 10 seconds left on the power play. Into the attacking end. They can get one more opportunity here. Werenski out high. Plays it down low. Cycling in the attacking zone. Cross-ice pass by Bjorkstrand. Power play comes to an end. So 1 goal on the 4-minute penalty there for Columbus. Gives them the lead in this game. But Pittsburgh kills off the rest of it. It's still 1-0. And Pettersson will regroup now. Pens pass it up to Malkin. Into the offensive zone. Chip to the middle. Driving in there. Crosby with a shot. That one's blocked. Doesn't get through to the goaltender. Jackets send it all the way down. 9 minutes to go in the first. Glammy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Moved up now. Penguins go back in on the forecheck. Peak plays it through to Danforth. Danforth goes off glass. Back into the middle. Gavrikov jumping up into the play. Jackets into the offensive zone. That one goes through. Nobody able to get a stick on it. Pens come back the other way. Some speed now from Crosby up to Guentzel over the blue line. And that's going to be offside as that puck came back out. And 8:29 to go in the first period. We are going to head to another commercial stoppage here. Columbus with the 1-0 lead early on a power play goal from Gus Nyquist. Only scoring so far in this one. So we got about 8.5 minutes to go in period number 1. So I'm going to drop my upcoming stream schedule in the chat in case you guys want to know what's coming up on the channel. Now, still don't have anything beyond Thursday, so it's a pretty short list right now, but I will be adding to, going to be adding to it, hopefully within the next day or two here, probably tomorrow. I'll be going beyond, this week, so, that's just the rest of this week on the schedule right now. We'll talk about the weekend. Hopefully I get that figured out tomorrow, and then I can pick which game I'm going to do this weekend. But, Got some fun games coming up the rest of this week. New Jersey versus Toronto tomorrow night. Vancouver versus Colorado, second half of a doubleheader tomorrow night. And then Tampa Bay versus Boston on Thursday. That is going to be quite the matchup, especially with both of those teams making additions at the deadline. Hagel in the lineup, Paul in the lineup for Tampa Bay. Hampus Lindholm should be in the lineup for Boston. So we're going to see how these teams look with their new additions. I really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Trying to just build a hockey community where everybody can come together and enjoy the game and have some fun. Appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, Boston versus Tampa Bay is going to be a fun one for sure. Boston's actually played Tampa pretty well this year. A lot better than the previous 2 years. So I used to go into games thinking, oh, Tampa's going to win this one easy. But this year, it hasn't been the case. Boston's played the Lightning well this season. Anyway, we are back from the commercial break, back into the action. Columbus dumps it into the offensive zone. I don't know, emotional damage. Haven't seen him. Hey, thanks for watching, Tommy. Dumped into the attacking zone now. Here comes Raquel on the forecheck against Bean. Line comes in with a heavy hit as well. This works back out to the point. Penguins have it. And that one's poked away from Dumoulin and out of the zone. Back to neutral ice. Pittsburgh regroups, brings it right back in. Here's Kapanen with Carter. Carter spins that one around, goes wide. Played up now the wall to Corrali. Columbus gets it out. And that one gets dumped into the offensive zone. Jarry behind the net, plays it to his D-man. Worked up now. Columbus keeps it in the attacking end. Here's Robinson, tries to make a pass off for Bemstrom, misses that. And Pittsburgh comes back the other way. Into the attacking zone. Guentzel moves it into the middle. Rodriguez plays it to the corner. Now Crosby behind the net. Back out now. Cycle game going for the Pens here in the attacking zone. Thrown out in front. That goes off a skate of Corrali. From the corner, he passes it up the boards. Columbus able to clear again. Here's Bemstrom into the offensive zone. Doesn't have any help with him yet. Now Robinson joins the play. Pittsburgh takes it. Ruido behind his own net. Drops it off for Malkin. Malkin has it now. Under 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Shots are 6-5 in favor of Pittsburgh, but Columbus leads 1-0 on the scoreboard. As that's going to be an icing call here as Ruido touches up. And 6:47 to go. It will be an attacking zone faceoff coming up for the Pens. And we get our first, I believe our first icing call of the game. Here goes against Columbus. Scavenger, there he is. What's going on, Scavenger? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat as that one's cleared up. And right out there by the Jackets, Pittsburgh looking to bring it in. They fire a shot there from Danton Heinen. It goes high. Chance in front. Korpisalo makes that save and knocks it down. Played around now, working it in the attacking zone. Out high. Dumped down deep behind the net. Marino pinches to try and keep it in. Jackets get it up ice, though. They carry it. Here's Sillinger into the offensive zone against Matheson. Werenski joins the play, gets a shot off, and just misses. Taken now. Shot block there. Pittsburgh comes back the other way into the offensive zone. Drop pass. Trying to get it into the middle. Here's Heinen. Spin around backhand. Patted away by Korpisalo. Malkin with it down low. Getting pressured by Gavrikov. It ends up the boards. Dumoulin pinches to keep it in. Here's Evan Rodriguez. Sends it down low. Eunice, welcome in from Finland. Thank you so much. Gru, what's going on? Welcome in. Great to have you in the chat as Columbus ices the puck again. 5.5 to go in the first period. Icing call against the Blue Jackets. There'll be another offensive zone faceoff for the Pens here. A lot of action in the NHL tonight. 11 games in total around the league. Taken now. Face off one to the sideboards. Pens keep it in. Played down low for Crosby. Passes that one out in front. Here's a shot. Korpisalo with a big save there. Poked away, though. Rodriguez trying to keep it in. Columbus finally lofts it out. Here comes Chinnikov after it on the forecheck. Sal, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Great to have you in the chat from Behind the Arc Basketball. Salvatore, what's going on? Welcome into the stream. Thank you for being here. Great to have you. Taken out high now. Played around. Here's Kapanen in the offensive zone. Drives the net. Trying to tuck one in. Korpisalo makes the save. And he'll cover that one up. We'll get a whistle here. 4:45 to go in the first. And it's going to be an offensive zone faceoff again here for Pittsburgh. Another golden opportunity for Kapanen. But Korpisalo makes the pad stop and covers that one up here as we tick under 5 minutes to go. Columbus still with the 1-0 lead. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys all so much for watching. We're headed to our final commercial break of period 1. Appreciate everybody being here. Don't forget, it does mean a lot if you hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of every team, welcome and wanted. Love having you all here. And we're just enjoying some hockey. Ryan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here from Scotland. Welcome. Always great to see you in the chat. Pretty good first period so far. Fairly fast-moving first period so far, I would say. We're down under 5 minutes to go already, which is good. It keeps the flow of the game and the pace of the game going, which is always good. So, Columbus, obviously, with a power play goal, able to get a lead in this game, but still a lot of hockey left to be played. We're only in the first. It's only a one-goal game. We got a long, long way to go. Lots of great action in the NHL tonight. The other games that started at 7 o'clock obviously are underway. The Rangers have a 2-0 lead on the Devils. The Capitals now have a 2-1 lead over the Blues. And the Lightning and Hurricanes are tied 0-0. Still scoreless in that one. Coming up at 7:30, the Senators play the Isles, so right about now. And the Flyers play the Red Wings. And then at 8, the Golden Knights are in Winnipeg. And there's a bunch more games after that as well, but we're back from commercial, so we're going to be getting back to the action here. Timu, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Great to have you in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. We're back from the commercial break. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for Pittsburgh, but Columbus wins it back. And they're trying to get it out of the zone. Ricard Raquel keeps it in. Jem, what's going on? Donna, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Trying to work this one around. And holy cow, we getting raided right now? Oh, the legend himself, Rocha. Rocha, what is going on? Let's go. Thank you guys all so much for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. If you guys like hockey, please feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Really, really appreciate it from Rocha. He's an absolute beauty. Getting raided in the chat right now. We got under 4 minutes to go in the first. Columbus on the forecheck in the offensive zone. Brian Rust is able to loft that out to neutral ice. Thank you guys all so much coming from Rocha. Rocha's an absolute legend. Really appreciate you guys being here. Brought up now, Pittsburgh trying to dump it in. They're going to be offsides, though, so they peel off. Taking it down now. Columbus out of their zone. Up to Werenski. Over the red line, dumped into the offensive end. Played in deep, going after it. Thank you, guys. Yo, Kerwin, thank you so much for subscribing. Tadashi, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for our new subscribers. As Gerry makes a save and covers that one. Nathaniel, thank you so much for subscribing. And that one gets covered up. It will be offensive zone face-off for the Blue Jackets here, up by 1. First period action. Thank you guys all so much for the subs and likes. Really, really appreciate it. And thank you so much to Rocha for the raid. He's an absolute legend. Really, really appreciate all the support, guys. And can't thank everyone enough for everything that you guys do to make this channel possible. Clubber, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Pittsburgh trying to work it out of their zone now. They clear. 3 minutes to go in the first. Dumped into the offensive end. Sent around now. Back out high. Played to the corner. Columbus takes it. Up the boards. They're out of their zone. Here comes Jake Voracek. Backhanded into the middle for Bjorkstrand. He throws one in there. That just gets deflected wide as Bean jumped into the play. Trying to work this one around now. Columbus still in the offensive end. Played it down low. Here's Dumoulin to Letang. Letang almost turns it over. Now it is a turnover. Columbus again setting up shop in the offensive zone. Very good pressure here from the Blue Jackets with one of their top lines on the ice. Here's Voracek. Pass through the middle. Nobody gets to it. Roslovic now. Out high. Cuts to the middle. Pass back to the point. Now back to Roslovic. Ikeka, what's going on? Welcome in. The God, welcome in. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that sub hype in the chat for The God, a new subscriber to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Under 2 minutes now to go in the first. Blue Jackets regrouping as they get a line change. Had some good pressure there in the attacking zone, but couldn't get one in. Back in now. Dumped there. Behind the net. Taken by Ruedel. Moved up now. Played through the neutral zone. Malkin. Cross-ice pass into the attacking zone. Here come the Penguins back on the attack. Minute and a half down low. Played up the wall. Knocked down there by Pettersson. He keeps it in. Behind the net. Taken by Crosby. Looking to make a play. Out. Good pass there for Ruedel. He blasts one that goes just wide. Taken back out to the middle now. 1:07 to go in the first as that's dumped into the offensive zone. Back the other way now. That one gets dumped in there, and Pittsburgh will peel off for the change. Pittsburgh with it now out of their zone. Here comes Raquel to Carter into the offensive end. Trying to go back the other way. Pittsburgh looking to tie this game before the intermission. Only 35 seconds to go in the first. Trying to work this one around. That one gets taken down there. We got a penalty call coming against Columbus. And it is going to be Danforth going to the penalty box here for the Blue Jackets. Pittsburgh's going to the power play late in period one. Aaron, what's going on? Welcome in. Great to see you here. Appreciate you coming by. This has been a pretty good, intense first period between these two. A lot of action back and forth. But a pretty easy call there. Holding against Justin Danforth. Pittsburgh goes back to the power play. Trying to even this up. Will carry over into the second period. If nobody scores in these next 23 seconds. Trying to take it back now. Pittsburgh in the attacking zone. Played down low. 12 seconds left. Shot in there. That one from Malkin just sent wide. Good opportunity there. 5 seconds to go in the period, though. Columbus clears. And that is going to do it. End of period one. And we go to the intermission here. Pittsburgh's power play will carry over for about a minute and 35 seconds or so into period number two. So Pittsburgh will be starting the second on the power play, but we have made it to the first intermission. Columbus Blue Jackets with the only goal of this game so far, as it is 1-0 on a goal from Gus Nyquist, and that is the only scoring in period one. We've got 20 minutes down, 40 minutes to go, and we'll have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for period number two to begin. Thank you guys again all so much for being here. Joshua, congratulations on the under 1.5. You got it. We only had one goal there in the first period. Nope, Pablo, I am not. Yeah, congratulations on that bet win, Joshua. That would sweat it out a little bit there at the end, but it ended up being a good one. Hey, thank you so much, The God. I really, really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. So I'm glad that you found the channel and glad that your friend told you about it. And thank you for being here. St. Louis and Washington 2-2. So that game's back tied again. Looks like a pretty darn good game going on there. Vespucci, what's going on? Stars Oilers should be a good game, HP. Absolutely. Both of those teams near that playoff line, that very much needing as many points as they can get. Absolutely should be a good one. Hey, that's awesome, Ikeka. I hope it went well, and wishing you the best of luck. Hey, thank you, Cap. Appreciate it. So we're here at the first intermission. Columbus with the 1-0 lead. Power play goal from Gus Nyquist, the only scoring so far. And, well, I assume we're going to have more scoring as this game goes along, but at least for the first 20 minutes, it stays rather low-key. There were certainly a lot of chances, though. It was a pretty fast-moving period, a good pace period, but pretty low-key as far as actual pucks going in the net. And Korpisalo had to make some pretty solid saves in that first period. So, you know, he had a few real good ones that very easily could have been Pittsburgh goals. Vegas versus Winnipeg play again, yes. They played last week. Winnipeg absolutely manhandled Vegas in the game last week. We'll see if Vegas can get their revenge today. We'll see. If not, well, that's not going to help Vegas's playoff chances. Every game that Vegas loses from here on out is going to have a pretty bad impact on their playoff chances, especially with the teams chasing them so close behind. Joey with the 1. Thank you so much, Joey. Let's get that hype in the chat for Joey. Dono Hype dropping a 1 on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really, really appreciate it, man. All right, so we'll check scores here at the intermission. Obviously, 7 o'clock games are at the first intermission now. Rangers still up 2-0. Jackets got the 1-0 lead here. Blues and Capitals, the highest scoring game of the night so far, that's for sure. 2-2 at the end of 1 for the Blues and the Capitals. First period just about ending for the Hurricanes and Lightning. That one is still scoreless so far. And just getting going, first period action for the Flyers and Red Wings, scoreless so far. And Senators Islanders, scoreless so far. So those are your games that are going on right now. Later tonight, 8 o'clock, we got Vegas against Winnipeg. 8:30, Edmonton against Dallas. 9 o'clock, San Jose versus Calgary. 10 o'clock, Seattle versus Arizona. And 10:30, Nashville, LA. And a big game out west for a late one there. Nashville, LA is a pretty darn big game for the Western Conference as well. So some really good matchups tonight around the league, sprinkled into all 11 games tonight. Jameson, most important thing in hockey is goaltending. I mean, you can put the best scorers on the ice as possible. If you don't have adequate goaltending, you're not going to go anywhere, particularly in the playoffs. So when you're rebuilding a team or you're just building for a team from scratch, goaltending, I think, is the #1 most important position. And then you build out from there. Obviously, you need to be able to score goals, and you want to have, you know, a good stud #1 defenseman. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is goaltending. Big boy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really, really appreciate it, everybody. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Big Boy, new subscriber to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I liked most of the trades at the deadline. I don't think anybody did anything remarkably stupid at the deadline. Obviously it became an arms race in the Eastern Conference, so everybody had to kind of nut up in the East and make some sort of move, because you would have gotten left behind if you didn't. So it definitely was more of a seller's market, because the teams that were trying to get assets back in return for players knew that all of these playoff teams in the East had to acquire somebody or they were going to get left behind. So they were able to jack the prices up pretty good. But at the end of the day, if you're a contending team in the East, you had no choice. You had to add to your lineup because everyone else did. So if you wanted to stay competitive with everybody else, you had to do the same. All in all, I thought it was a pretty solid deadline. A lot of the bigger moves happened actually before deadline day, so it kind of ended up being like trade deadline week, but it was a lot of fun. That's pretty much just to trade him in the offseason, Ikeka. Like, they weren't going to be able to trade DeBrusk without a contract. I mean, they're not finding a partner for DeBrusk anyway. Like, nobody seems to really want him. So, their hope that they had to sign him to a deal so that his AAV was locked in, and it wasn't a question mark for the trade. What's going to happen at the end of this year. Now he's under contract. They know what's going to happen at the end of this year. That makes him more tradable for the offseason. I think that's the kind of deal that probably happens like right around the draft is probably when DeBrusk gets moved. Oh, East is nuts for sure. East is nuts this year. Playoffs start at the beginning of May, Austin. So April 29th is the last day of the regular season in the NHL. And then the next week, I think it's like May 4th or something like that, will be the start of the playoffs. I forget the exact day, but I believe it's like May 4th will start the postseason. So the regular season this year kind of goes right up until the end of April, and then the beginning of May will start the postseason. And I'm telling you, these playoffs are shaping up to maybe be one of the most exciting ones in recent history that I can remember. The Eastern Conference, especially this year, is so loaded with such insanely talented teams in both divisions making runs for a Stanley Cup. We could be in store for one of the best playoffs ever, in my opinion. I'll be streaming Rangers games at some point, Ryan. I don't know exactly when, but I do. Every team gets streamed on this channel. Like, I've streamed every team so far this season at least twice. So it's kind of random as to when they are, but there'll be streams for all the teams throughout the year. And obviously in the playoffs, the teams that make the playoffs, there'll be streams for all those teams throughout the postseason. Stanley Cup final is probably going to be like mid-June, Axie. Obviously, it depends on how long the rounds go. Like, if you get a round that wraps up kind of quickly, then, if a bunch of series are done in like 5 games, then you can get the next round started a little bit sooner, and that kind of shortens it a little bit. But usually playoffs take about 2 months, which with it starting at the beginning of May means that the Stanley Cup will be starting kind of like some sort of middle part of June and ending around the end of June. Well, definitely thinking of you, Steeler Nation. Hopefully you get better soon. Yeah, Vernon. I work out pretty much every day. I generally been doing like 3 days on, 1 day a rest, 3 days on, 1 day a rest. But That when I went away this weekend, that schedule got messed up a little bit. But for the most part, I work out like 5 days a week, Vernon. D Wade says Crosby gets 2 points tonight. I mean, there's still a lot of hockey left. Lot of hockey left, D Wade. What's the weather like? It was in the low 50s. Well, we have Fahrenheit here in the U.S., not Celsius, but it was low 50s. I think it was like 53 degrees Fahrenheit here today. But it was very windy, so it made it colder than it actually was. Like, it felt colder than it actually was because of the wind, but yeah, it was low 50s for us. Yeah, I mean, Avi, it's going to be a complete free-for-all in the East this year in the playoffs because there's no easy playoff series. I mean, there's no series that I go into and think that, like, a team can't win. Like, every team is competitive in the East. Now, there are certainly some teams that have a little bit more weaknesses than others, but we've seen weird runs in the playoffs plenty of times before where a team that nobody really thought was going to do anything all of a sudden is going to the conference final or going to the finals and getting hot at the right time. So it's really like anything is possible in the playoffs this year. And there's no easy round. There's no easy matchup for anybody. If you're going to win, you're going to have to bring your A game night in and night out. Denise, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Least favorite team. I mean, there's no team that I truly hate, but because of the rivalry, I would say the Montreal Canadiens because I'm a Bruins fan. So Boston versus Montreal is, the rivalry. So, I would say Montreal, but I don't really I don't have like ill feelings towards the Canadiens. I just hope that the Bruins beat them every single time they play. Yeah, 2012 Kings, exactly. St. Louis in 2019 went on a big time run. Dallas in 2020 made it all the way to the finals. They were not expected to be that good, and they were in the finals. They ended up losing to Tampa. Colleen, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Leafs and Bruins is unlikely in round 1, Austin. It's not impossible, but it's unlikely. I mean, you would need Toronto, or you would need Florida and Tampa to drop off for that to happen. Or either one of them would have to drop to a wild card spot, and that would be the 2-3 matchup, or if Toronto were to be able to pass Florida and Tampa and move to the 1, I just don't see that happening. I don't think we're going to get Bruins Leafs this year. I honestly think we're going to get Tampa Toronto first round, and then Boston will either get Carolina or Florida, and that's going to be brutal for the Bruins. I don't like our chances against either of those teams. Even with the addition of Lindholm, I don't. I mean, it would take a big time. It would take a big time effort to get by either of those teams. I mean, Florida's just absolutely loaded in their lineup top to bottom, and Carolina has destroyed the Bruins every time they've played this season. I mean, games haven't even been close. They've absolutely destroyed the Bruins. So we'll have to see, but I don't love the matchup against either of those teams. Kaylor, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Brian, welcome. Thanks for being here. Great to have you in the chat. Think Hockey, what's going on? Welcome in. Great to see you here. I agree, Salvatore. I agree. Leafs are either going to get Tampa or Florida in round 1. How does cap space work in sports? Well, generally, low battery, the salary cap is the maximum amount of money that you're allowed to spend on players. And you can't go over that salary cap. Now, there's a lot of things that complicate that, like LTIR and things like that. But for the most part, is you only have a certain amount of money that you can spend on players, and you have to stay under that number. That's pretty much. So whatever amount of space you have between how much you're currently paying versus what the top ceiling for the cap is that room in the middle is called your cap space. Alexandros, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. They're getting ready for the start of the second period, Carter. I don't like the Oilers this year at all. I think they are a massively underperforming team that still has major issues, and their goaltending sucks. So I don't have high hopes for Edmonton in the playoffs. I honestly, a month ago, I didn't even think that Edmonton was going to make the playoffs. I mean, the coaching change kind of somewhat saved their season. If they had stuck with Tippett, they were going to drop right out of the playoffs altogether. But they still have major issues with their roster. Their defense isn't very good. Their goaltending is abysmal. I don't have high hopes for Edmonton to do anything. That team's very similar to exactly how they were last year. I mean, they're almost a carbon copy of how they were last year, which we all saw what happened last season. Vegas probably doesn't make the playoffs, Ikeka. Vegas probably doesn't make the playoffs. David, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Vegas is going to have to pull out some real quality wins down the last, few weeks of the season if they're going to get in. Because they're in right now, but Dallas has a bunch of games in hand on them. And is only like a couple points back. So Dallas is very close to taking that spot. Winnipeg is also within reach of that spot, as is Vancouver. Vancouver is within that reach as well. So Vegas has got to get their act together real quick here. I have never been to the Hall of Fame, Denise. No, but I certainly would love to go. I mean, that's definitely a place that's on my bucket list. But I have not been yet. So we're getting ready here for the start of the second period. Justin Danforth still in the penalty box. And it's a power play for Pittsburgh. More time is going to be about a minute and 35 seconds, I think, on the power play for Pittsburgh to start this period. We'll see if they can get the game tied up. Oh, 100% D-Wade, 100%. I mean, getting rid of Fleury has really come back to bite them really bad. Referee getting ready to drop the puck here. We are underway. Pittsburgh wins the face-off back. Power play. And this one is taken now. 1:25 to go on the power play. Pittsburgh trying to work it up out of their zone. Into the offensive end. Here's Evgeny Malkin over the blue line. Passes that one back. Played here by Crosby. Crosby gets it around Sean Corrali. Plays it down low. Chance in front. Big save there by Korpisalo. And the rebound attempt is sent wide. Back out now. Played here over the blue line. Into the offensive zone. Back the other way now into the attacking end. Here's a chance. Dumped into the behind the net there. Played back to the point. Penguins set up again. Played down low. Wrapped around here. Moved into the middle. Back out high. Yeah, no. Getting rid of Fleury was a massive mistake by Vegas. They should have gotten rid of some of these forwards that are not living up to their contracts. Like, they should have gotten rid of Riley Smith and Max Pacioretty, and they would have had plenty of cap space for Fleury. Goaltending is not the position you want to skimp on, and we get a save here by Gerry in the glove, and the referee blows it dead with 18 seconds to go on the power play. Looks like Columbus is doing a good job on this kill so far, keeping it a 1-0 game. See if Pittsburgh can get the puck out of their zone and get one more opportunity. Also, I don't know when Mark Stone could potentially be back, but I don't think he's coming back in the regular season because Vegas is not going to be cap compliant if they bring him back in the regular season. The only reason that Jack Eichel's even able to play is because Mark Stone is on LTIR. If you take Stone off LTIR, then they're way over the cap. So I think Stone's probably going to be I don't know how they're going to play him without with the cap still in place, unless the Dodonov move actually goes through, which that's a whole situation in itself with them trying to get rid of his contract. Maybe if that actually goes through, they'll be able to fit him, but we don't even know what's going to happen with that. Power play's over here. Columbus has killed it. We're back to 5-on-5. Vegas is in bad cap situation. And, I mean, they might have to wait until playoffs for Stone just because the cap doesn't apply anymore. Pittsburgh now in on the attack. 2.5 minutes into the second. Trying to even this game up. Walking in here, Ruido with a shot. Nice save there. Rebound, goal! And Zahorna puts it home. Rebound, chance in front. Korpisalo made the first save, but couldn't find the puck on the rebound. Zahorna had a wide open net. Puts it in, and we have ourselves a tie game. 1-1, Pittsburgh's fourth line gets us even back up. And Zahorna puts that one in all alone in front. Wide open net. Korpisalo was not able to get back into position after the rebound. And it is a 1-1 game here as Pittsburgh fourth line gets them on the board. And we are all even at 1 now early in the second period. Loud Gauge, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to have you in the chat. Back underway now, second period action. Pittsburgh's just tied the game at 1. Yes, HP. You can. That's waivers. You can waive players. So, you can, if somebody's on a one-way contract and is, you have to waive to send to the minors, you would put them on waivers. Chance again, backdoor. Guentzel with the goal after a beautiful pass by Crosby. It's a 2-1 game, and the Pittsburgh coming out firing here in the second period goes up by 2. Or excuse me, they're only up by 1, but they get their second goal of the period. They score goal number 2 here of the period. And Pittsburgh now takes a 1-goal lead. And just like that, it goes from a 1-0 Columbus lead to a 2-1 Pittsburgh lead in just a matter of a couple minutes. And that did not take long. 30th goal of the season for Guentzel, assisted by Crosby. And 2 goals in 36 seconds. Not even a minute between goals. Pittsburgh takes the lead. Elias, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. See you later, David. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so HP, there is waivers in hockey, yes. Columbus now back on the attack in the offensive zone, trying to answer. Pittsburgh's able to clear it, though. They bring it up ice. Back in now, sent down low, working it around. Chance in front again. That goes off the skate of Heinen. Saved there by Korpisalo on a Matheson shot. Taken back now up the other way. Backhanded out of the zone. Letang will chase with Bemstrom all over him. Letang gets to the puck first. Moving this one around. Just over 4 minutes in here to the second period. Letang brings it into the attacking end. Plays it down behind the net. Through now, long shot goes wide from Matheson. Here's Kapanen into the middle for Raquel. And Raquel's knocked off the puck. Columbus is able to chip it to the neutral zone. Back the other way. Moved up now by Matheson. Dumping it back in. Moved to the middle off a skate. Chance in front! Korpisalo makes the save. Taken out now. Cleared. Matheson will go back to get it. Well, nobody's going to take them with their contracts, HP. You can't just, like, throw somebody on waivers and, I mean, like, it doesn't do anything unless somebody else claims them. And with the contracts that those guys are on, nobody's going to claim them. We got a player hit up high here with the puck. It's Mike Matheson. Takes the puck up in the face, gets right back to his feet, though, as they whistle the play down. Not sure if he's bleeding or not. But that was a long throw-in from the point, and it hit Matheson right up in the face. And they immediately blow the play dead there, but I think he's all right. He got right back up to his skates and went to the bench. He's talking to the trainer right now. But took the puck in the cheek, but it looks like he's all good. And he's just staying on the bench. The trainer's in his ear, and it's going to be an offensive zone face-off for Columbus. Doesn't look like Matheson is even going to miss a shift here. So that is very good news there for Mike Matheson and the Penguins. And they win the defensive zone face-off back, and that one gets taken up. Columbus dumps it back the other way. Pettersson being chased by Laine. Up the wall it goes, pinching in and keeping it his peak in the attacking end. Trying to work this one around. Here's Nyquist. Plays it through to Roslovic behind the net. Roslovic sends it back. Out at the point, cutting into the middle now. Chance for Werenski. He ends up losing it, and back the other way comes Brian Boyle. Andrew Peak gets back for Columbus. Boyle brings it into the offensive zone. Passes it off for Bluger. Pass into the middle. Taken here. Back out high. Dumoulin with it. Penn setting up in the attacking zone. And that went off a skate and out to the neutral zone. Yeah, Nick Delorier scored in his first game for Minnesota, Ikeka. I think he was a really solid pickup for the fourth line in Minnesota. Real tough guy, physical. You're going to need that in the playoffs. And nice to see him get a goal as well. He doesn't score very often, but certainly endeared himself to his new team with a goal in his first game. Trying to go back the other way now. Moved into the middle. Off the boards there. Played by Columbus. They send it out. And they'll bring it up into the Pittsburgh zone. Here's Jake Voracek cutting into the middle. Chance now. That one goes off a skate as he tried to pass it off for Jake Bean. Puck ends up in the corner. Both teams digging for it. 3 guys for each team there. Comes away to Cole Sillinger. He fires one wide. Behind the net, taken by Pittsburgh. And now it's up and cleared by Dumoulin. Penguins now try and backhand it into the offensive zone. It gets knocked down. Lance, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to have you in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Penn's up now through neutral ice. 12:38 to go in the second. Into the attacking zone. Getting by here is Russ. Driving the net. Trying to tuck it. Oh, what a goal! What a move and what a goal there by Brian Rust. And it's a 3-1 lead for Pittsburgh as they are absolutely dominating the second period. And Pittsburgh taking control here. Now up 3-1 over the Blue Jackets. Yeah, Denise. So Dallas is very close to taking that playoff spot. That is a very, very nice goal there by Brian Rust, his 21st of the season. And Pittsburgh now has a 2-goal lead with 12:25 to go in the second period. Here's Danton Heinen chasing as the Pens dump it in again. Carlson gets back. Worked up now, played to Bemstrom. Columbus turns that one over in the neutral zone. Rust, though, not able to maintain possession. Blue Jackets back in. Here's a chance now, working it down low. Playing it around the attacking end. Back out high to Kukin at the point. Kukin just plays it to Corrali. Corrali spin around shot. Goes wide. Deflected to the corner. Under 12 left here in period 2 as we take towards the halfway point of this game. Pittsburgh leading shots on goal 22-9 and leading 3-1 on the scoreboard. Here's Bemstrom, though, trying to change that. It's poked away from him. Goes all the way out to the neutral zone, and Kukin will have to regroup. Trying to take it now is the Blue Jackets into the attacking zone. It's Chinnikov. Igor Chinnikov with it down low. Trying to take it around the D. It's handed off for Danforth. Looking to make a play in front. Back out, top of the circle. Shot there. Blocked aside by Gerry. Penn's trying to work it out now from the corner. Up to Raquel. Raquel's pass into the middle to Carter. Stolen away from him. Here's a shot. Chinnikov blasts one in, but Gerry's there to make the save. And that one will be covered up. We'll get our first commercial break now of period number 2. 11:08 to go in the second, and Pittsburgh, a 3-goal second period so far for the Pens. And they are starting to take control of this one as we head to commercial. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have everybody in the chat. It mean a lot if you could hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. It's trying to grow the community and have a place for hockey fans to come together and have some fun. Man, totally different second period here than the first. Columbus did a great job of staying in it in the first period. They got the first goal of the game. They were right there, highly competitive, and now Pittsburgh has blown it open here with 3 straight goals in the second. And has now up by 2, and will be looking to add to that. 100% D-Wade. Penguins never have any problem scoring goals, that's for sure. James, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have you in the chat. Thank you for watching, Elias. Glad to have you here. Awesome to see you in the chat, and glad that you're enjoying it. Very good period for the Pens, Joey, and it's not even halfway through the period yet, which is the even crazier part. We still have 11 minutes to go in the second. Back from commercial break now. About to drop the puck. Offensive zone face-off for Columbus. That one is one back. Werenski has it now. Looking to make a play. Just fires one in front. It's blocked. And Bluger's going to backhand that out of the zone. Peak plays it. Gets it through to Laine. Laine with a pass up to Werenski jumping into the play. Cross-ice pass at the blue line into the offensive zone. Here's Roslovic. Poked away from him. Stolen back by the Penguins. Marcus Pettersson going to come the other way. Throws it into the middle. Boyle tries to knock it down. Blue Jackets take it in their own zone, and they'll clear. Ken Dog, what's going on? Scott, what's going on? Avatar, welcome in. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Moved up the boards now. Pens get it out. 10:25 to go here in the second. Played by Laine now for Columbus. Poked away from him. Evan Rodriguez steals. Pass up for Guentzel behind the D. Shot! And Korpisalo makes the save. Played by Peak now. Big opportunity there for Pittsburgh to make it even more one-sided. But Korpisalo with a big stop there on Guentzel. Here's Crosby. Drop pass. Played now in front, trying to get it through. It's stolen by Roslovic. That one's cleared out. Malachi, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. No, Scott. Just water tonight. Back into the offensive end. Here's the Pens again. Letang's pass for Guentzel gets stopped there. Deflected by Roslovic. Moved out now. Dumoulin pinches to keep it in. Down low for Guentzel. Plays it to the corner. It's stolen back by Columbus. Moved up there and sent all the way down. 9:20 to go in the second period. Guentzel trying to bring it back in here for the Pens. Passes it off to Malkin. Takes it into the middle. Pass through to Rodriguez. Back to Guentzel. Malkin trying to go backdoor. Columbus gets in the passing lane. Matheson keeps it in at the point. And we get sent down. Played up now over the red line. Dumped into the offensive end by Corrali. Under 9 minutes now to go here in the second period. We're past the halfway point. 8:50 to go. Columbus back in on the forecheck, trying to get back into this game with a goal themselves. Connor, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Moved up now into the offensive zone. Malkin's pass gets deflected by Bjorkstrand on the back check. That gets taken to the blue line. Played there by Heinen. Working it around. Well, tight checking game between Carolina and Tampa. Tight checking game. We'll see which team is able to open it up first. Dante and Kyler, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. I thought, another weapon for the Penguins. Raquel's a solid player. It was a big-time arms race in the East, so they did kind of have to give up a lot to get him, but so did every team that made a move pretty much. So the cost was high in general at the deadline this year. Everybody had to pay the price, and Pittsburgh got themselves another scoring winger. As if they didn't have enough already. They get another scoring winger. I think that makes the Pens even better, and they're going to be a really tough team to play in the playoffs. As that goes back out high, taken here. Columbus with a shot, deflected there, just wide, glove side on Gerry. 7:18 to go here in the second. Played by Bemstrom. Stolen back now. Pittsburgh trying to clear. And Raquel can't muscle that one out. Played back down here, up the wall. Taken out there. 1-0 Canes now. Thank you for the update. They finally broke the ice. As Raquel can't get a shot off there. He's hit by Bean. And back the other way. Here come the Blue Jackets into the offensive zone. Played down low around the wall. Gaunt's trying to find Danforth. It's taken by Dumoulin up and out of the zone. Johnny, what's going on? Welcome in. Really, really appreciate it. Played now by Letang. Through neutral ice. Pass up on the rush is Bluger. Goes in hard on the forecheck against Werenski. Getting some help as well from Boyle. 6:23 to go here in period 2. Penguins up 3-1 on 3 second period goals. Back the other way now. Stolen here. Shot by Boyle and a good save by Korpisalo. Columbus trying to clear but not able to get it by Bluger. Now they do. And it's taken up and out of the zone. Jackets can get a much needed line change, as will with the Pens. Right back into the offensive zone for Pittsburgh. Here's Matheson. Pass back across. Shot in there. And it bounces its way into the net. Not sure if that's going to be Crosby's or Rodriguez's goal. Either way, Pittsburgh takes the 4-1 lead with another goal here in front. It looks like it's Sidney Crosby's. There's your 2-point night for Crosby, D-Wade. It bounces in front of the net and in. Very kind of pinball-y goal there, but it doesn't matter. They all count the same. And it is 4-1 Pittsburgh here over the Blue Jackets. And I believe that is going to be Sidney Crosby's goal. Unless maybe it hit off Guentzel, but I think it's probably going to be Crosby's goal there. They go up by 3. And there you go, D-Wade. Crosby has his 2-point night. Saving it for the playoffs, Brian. Don't you worry. Saving it for the playoffs. Up now into the offensive zone. 5.5 left in the second. Columbus in desperation mode now to just try and get themselves back in this game. Into the offensive end. Trying to work this one around. Yeah, see, I don't think Columbus is going to change goalies, Ikeka, just because Korpisalo's in to give to give Merzlikins a night off, and I don't think Columbus is trying too hard to win this game, where if Korpisalo can't win him a game, then they're just going to leave him in to get shelled and give Merzlikins the rest. Korpisalo's been awful this year. He's giving up over 4 goals a game. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I've seen a goaltender who, like, at least somewhat consistently plays. I mean, he's the backup. He's not the starter, but I couldn't tell you the last time a goalie that fairly consistently plays has had a goals against average over 4 in the NHL. It's absolutely brutal. Taken back now. Pittsburgh right back into the offensive zone. Malkin behind the net. Under 4.5 now to go in the second. His save percentage is like .872. It's absolutely horrible. I mean, those are numbers that you're just not used to seeing at the NHL level. People are, wondering if he was going to get traded at the deadline this year. Nobody was buying Joonas Korpisalo at the deadline this year. He's been terrible. Up the other way now. Columbus with a shot high off glass. Sillinger tries to tuck it, but Jarry holds the post. And 3:53 to go here in the second. We're gonna have a commercial break coming up here now, late in period 2. Gonna be an offensive zone faceoff for Columbus when we come back, but they are in trouble here. Down by 3 already. 4-1 Penguins lead as we head to commercial break. Hey, there we go, Brian. There we go, Brian. Nick Paul scores for the Bolts. There you go. The new guy already having an impact. Ronald, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Kyle, welcome. Ace, welcome. Shubble, welcome. Thank you guys all for watching. Really appreciate it. So, Tampa Bay and Carolina 1-1 now. What a game that is. 2 of the top teams in the NHL. What a game that is. And New Jersey has come back to take a lead against the Rangers. Yikes. If you are New York there, yikes. New Jersey now up 3-2 in that one. Neither, Elias. I'm a Bruins fan. I just cover I cover the entire NHL on this channel. I'm a big hockey fan in general, but neither of these teams are my number 1 team. Aaron, welcome back. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. We're at commercial break, second period. Just a few more minutes to go here. And Pittsburgh in complete control of this one. Upcoming stream schedule. All I've got is tomorrow and Thursday scheduled out, but those are my games for tomorrow and Thursday. Jersey up 4-2 now? Oh, boy. What the heck is going on with the Rangers? That is brutal. As we are back from commercial break. Into the offensive zone now. A lot of players, Aaron. There's 4 goals for the Pens, so there's a lot of different players. You can look at the box score on NHL.com. Taken now. Played here by Letang up the wall. Kept in by Bemstrom. Now they'll try on the other side. Pass through to the middle. Up into the offensive end. And that's going to be an icing call here against Columbus. What's going on, Ryan? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. 3:11 to go here in the second. Icing call against the Blue Jackets. And it'll be another attacking zone faceoff for the Penguins. Pretty dominant second period here for Pittsburgh. We'll see if they credit that last goal to, if it bounced off of Guentzel or if Crosby gets credit. Either way, I mean, it's in the back of the net. But Zahorna, Guentzel, Rust, and Crosby. Yeah. So Red Rubber's got the goal scorers. Red Red Rubbers got the goal scorers there. Zahorna, Guentzel, Rust, and Crosby. Here's another 2-on-1. Another chance. Trying to find Crosby on the back post, but the pass was just a little far in front of him. And it's back out now to the neutral zone. 2:35 to go in the second. Moved up now over the red line. Dumped into the offensive zone. Kukin plays it down behind the net. Columbus trying to clear it out. Down by 3, trying to get themselves back into this game. Long stretch pass up into the offensive end. Trying to find Line. Taken now. Moved up the wall. Played here. Boyle now into the offensive zone. Zahorna sends it around. Played around there. And a save by Korpisalo. He'll cover it up. 1:50 to go here in the second. And it looks like, no, this is going to be the final commercial break. So this is going to be the final commercial break here of the second period. Pittsburgh still holding on to this 4-1 lead as they have had a dominant second period here. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you in the chat. Second period action. Pittsburgh in control, up 4-1. Would mean a lot if you could hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy the game, have some fun. And it's been a good one for the Penguins so far. Columbus was competitive in the first period and stuck with it really well in the first, but Pittsburgh has come out here and taken complete control in the second, and they're looking like they're in really good shape right now. Yeah, exactly, 100% Dork. Rangers doing the same thing. Dumpster fire period for the Rangers. Dumpster fire period for the Blue Jackets here. Rangers down 5-2 now to the Devils. That's absolutely brutal. Isaac, yeah, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for the update. 5-2 Devils. That is a brutal, brutal loss for the Rangers there. Yeah, some teams struggling in the second. Should be coming back from this commercial break pretty quickly here. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off for the Pens. Malkin's going to take the face-off for Pittsburgh. It's won back defensively, though, by Columbus. And they proceed to ice the puck. Not really sure what they were thinking there, but Columbus proceeds to ice the puck. 1:43 to go in the second. I mean, what are you doing? Like, you just won a tough defensive zone face-off. And then you have a chance to get the puck out of your zone, and then you just ice it and give the Penguins another defensive or offensive zone faceoff. And this one, the Pens win, so they get to set up shop now in the offensive zone. Try and work this one around. Played here, Russ down there with Malkin in the corner. Raquel comes in. Whoa, Raquel now out there on. I wonder if that was just they're going to be changing lines here, because he hasn't been playing on the Malkin line, but it looks like they're giving Rickard Raquel a look on the Malkin line now. He had been playing with Carter to start this game. Johnny, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Jackets' goal was scored by Gus Nyquist. Into the attacking end now. Jackets on the rush, trying to bring it in. Penguins take it right away, though, and they'll clear it and not get it out. Voracek able to keep it away from Rodriguez. Played down low, worked up the wall. Fight for it on the sideboards here. Final 35 seconds of the second period. Puck's behind the net for the Penguins. Dumoulin takes it off glass and clears it out. Back the other way now. 25 seconds to go. Dumped into the offensive zone. Played behind the net. Rimmed up the other way. Here comes Crosby. Moved into the middle. Back to Crosby. Puck's in his skates. Tries to get it through, but Columbus takes it. They're going to backhand it off glass. And that one gets by Dumoulin and out of the zone. Final 5 seconds now of the period. Jackets throw it in front. Nobody there. And the horn is going to sound. That is going to do it. And period 2 comes to an end. Pittsburgh, with a 4-goal second, completely flips this game around and makes it a 4-1 Penguins lead after being down 1-0 after the first. And we head to the second intermission now. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. Pittsburgh in control, 4-1 over Columbus. And we will have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for period number 3 to begin. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate the support. Pens looking like they're in good shape right now. We'll just have to make sure that they can hold on to it in the third. Pittsburgh is the home team, Aaron. This is in Pittsburgh. Columbus has not won a game in Pittsburgh since 2015. That was a little interesting fact they were talking about on the pregame show before this game started, is that Columbus has not won in Pittsburgh since 2015. So they do not do very well in this building, and it looks like Pittsburgh is going to extend that streak tonight. But we got some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for this third to begin. Yo, D Wade with the dono, dropping a 5. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Let's get that hype in the chat for D Wade, everybody. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it, man. Z28, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream. Welcome into the chat. Really appreciate you being here, and I hope that you're enjoying it. All right, guys, so we're here at the intermission. Good time to talk about, or let the ad run for Scorecheck here. Again, still trying to help out Scott as more and more people continue to download his product. So, again, guys, it's completely free. I'm just going to run the ad about it now so you guys can hear, and I'll be right back very, very quickly, just about a minute and a half, and we'll get into talking during this intermission while we wait for the third. But here is a quick little blurb about Scorecheck. Hey everybody, I'm here to talk to you today about Scorecheck, which is a completely free Google Chrome extension that allows you to look at NHL scores and standings at any time without leaving your current web page. Scorecheck was created by channel subscriber Scott, who's in the chat is Smack OG, and Scott is the same software developer who created my automatically updating score ticker that I now use during streams. I'm trying to help Scott get some more users of his Scorecheck extension, so if this is something that you guys might be interested in, please check out the link in the description. Again, it's completely free to use, just takes you to where you can add it to your Google Chrome. And I use it myself. You can look at scores and schedule for today. You can look at scores from yesterday. You can look at the schedule for tomorrow in the NHL. And you can also look at the standings, both by division and by wild card standings, and where the playoff cut line is right then in the NHL. So it's a really cool product. It's a really awesome Google Chrome extension that makes it really, really easy to check NHL scores and standings. Again, obviously, if you're watching this, you're probably a hockey fan. Please check out the link down in the description. If you use Google Chrome, it'll definitely help make your life easier. Thanks, guys, and now back to the regular video. All right, we are back here. A big thank you again to Scott for doing some business with the channel and helping each other out here. And I use Scorecheck. It's a great extension for Google Chrome and really is awesome. So please feel free to check it out. We're going to talk about some scores from around the league now. Well, Seattle's basically a rebuilder already. Or I guess they're not a rebuilder; they're a builder, Gerry. So Seattle's going to take a little bit to get up to being a good team, but I do think they have some solid young pieces in place, and they got a lot of draft picks coming up. So Seattle, if they draft well, has a chance to get really good. They're not there yet, but if they draft right, they could be. But anyway, some other scores from around the league. Lots of games going on now. Devils and Rangers nearing the end of the second period. 5-2 Devils. This game, obviously, 4-1 Pittsburgh in the second intermission. Second period just finishing up between the Blues and the Capitals. It is 4-2 St. Louis. Hurricanes have taken a 2-1 lead over the Lightning late in the second period of that game. Flyers and Red Wings, 2-0 Red Wings at the start of the second. Senators and Islanders still 0-0 second period. Vegas and Winnipeg coming down here towards the end of the first, still scoreless. Stars and Oilers scoreless, just getting going in that game. And then coming up at 9, San Jose against Calgary, Seattle against Arizona at 10, and Nashville versus LA at 10:30. So big slate of games tonight. I don't like them, Johnny. I don't like them. I mean, those are two really, really difficult teams. I don't think the Bruins are going to win. I mean, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen. We've seen strange stuff before, but I would not go into those series predicting a Bruins win. Hey, Prosperous, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I mean, Raquel's been involved at least. He hasn't scored or anything. He hasn't been super, not a big point producer. It kind of looks like it's his first game with a new team. He's still just trying to figure everything out and feel everything out, but he hasn't played poorly either. He's been involved in the forecheck. He's had the puck a little bit. He started the game playing with Jeff Carter and Kasperi Kapanen on the third line, but the last time I saw him out on the ice, he was out there with Malkin and Heinen. So they might be switching up the combinations a little bit to see if he would play better with Malkin. But or no, it was Malkin and Russ. Excuse me. He took Heinen's spot and was playing with Malkin and Russ. My apologies there. So, but that I only saw for like one shift. So, we'll have to see. Overall, I think it's been a decent debut, but I think he's gonna get better as he gets more comfortable. Hey, there we go, TCB. Thank you so much. Yeah, really appreciate any new likes and subscribes. Bell notification helps out as well. And obviously that stream schedule coming up for the next couple of days. Man, I really feel like Tampa and Florida are going to move on. And I really want to see them play again, but if I had to pick an upset, I think Florida, would be the most likely to get upset. I think if there's going to be an upset, Toronto or Boston could potentially pull off an upset over Florida, especially if Florida has goaltending issues, but oh man. I feel like Tampa and Florida are destined to meet in the second round, and I feel like they're going to end up winning in the first, but I don't know. We'll have to see which teams are playing best come playoff time. It's definitely not going to be any easy series for anybody, but I feel like Florida is more likely to get upset, but I still kind of feel like they won't. I kind of feel like things are shaping up for that Tampa Bay versus Florida second round series. Yeah, I mean, You gave up, Aston Reese and Simone are depth forwards. Now, Aston Reese is definitely, a really solid bottom six guy to give up, but if you're going to get a guy like Raquel, you're going to have to do that, and you don't give up a first-round pick, so that's definitely good for Pittsburgh. And, yeah, I mean, I think Raquel's going to help them down the stretch and into the playoffs. He's another weapon for the Penguins that can put the puck in the net. Well, that's exactly it, Johnny. I don't know. I mean, I do my NHL bracket challenge every year, and I've certainly never had a perfect bracket. I usually don't even pick the Stanley Cup winner correctly. So certainly anything can happen in the playoffs. I don't know many people that have perfect brackets in their bracket challenges ever. So there's always upsets. There's always teams that get hot at the right time and are able to pull off some big wins, and all of a sudden they go a lot deeper than a lot of people were expecting, and we see that most years in the NHL. Yeah, no, I agree, Isaac. Whoever plays Florida has the better chance at the upset. Well, I'm saying, I think Florida is more likely to get upset in the first round than Tampa Bay is. I mean, with Vasilevsky, I don't think Tampa loses in the first round. I mean, they could certainly be beaten in the conference final or something like that. They're not an unbeatable team, but I don't think Tampa is going to get knocked first round. I think they'll make it farther than that. I think Florida's more likely. Whoever plays Florida will end up having a chance maybe for an upset. Just because Florida doesn't have, playoff wins in their history, their recent history. And I think they're a little bit more shaky on the back end and also in goal. But, I mean, Bobrovsky's played a lot better this year than he did last year. And certainly better than 2 years ago. But, Forgolski could come back in the playoffs. You never know. Just, the playoffs are kind of a new ball game. Yeah, I would definitely watch Minnesota for an upset as well, Johnny, especially now with Fleury in net. Minnesota becomes very, very dangerous with Fleury in net because he's a definite upgrade over Cam Talbot. Yeah, Jem, hot goaltending does play a massive role, absolutely. If your goalie has a bad series, all of a sudden, boom, you're out of the playoffs. I mean, it literally could come down to that. I mean, look at what happened with Pittsburgh and the Islanders last year in the first round. I mean, Pittsburgh was certainly the more talented team, but Gerry stunk it up in the playoffs, and next thing you know, boom, Pittsburgh's out round one. That's the way it goes. I mean, goaltending is the most important thing. Nomander, what's going on? Welcome in. Victoria, welcome in. MEA, what's going on? Real Deal, welcome in. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It's great to have you in the chat. We're getting ready for third period action now, and we should actually be pretty close to third period starting. See you later, Erin. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, every year, Dallas in 2020. I mean, Dallas was a good team, but they were not a team that many people thought were going to be going to the Stanley Cup final. And then, boom, Dallas rides the wave of Hudobin in net all the way to the Stanley Cup final in 2020. Blues rode Binnington in 2019. Goaltending is massive and can completely change the picture in the playoffs, without a doubt. Certainly, Isaac, certainly. 6-1 ending, Nomander, definitely possible. Columbus had a dumpster fire of a second period there. Definitely possible. And we'll see if Columbus has any more pushback in the third, but Pittsburgh's in complete control of this one. All right, see you later, Aaron. Grady, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you in the chat, as always. I mean, obviously I'm not watching that game if I'm streaming this game. They're going on at the exact same time. No, MEA. I don't know where you heard that, but not even remotely close. Crosby very much did not get traded. Yeah, hey Ryan. Yeah, Grady, I remember you saying that last week that you're going to the Kings game this Saturday. That's going to be awesome. I hope you get to see a great game. I hope it's a lot of fun. And hopefully the Kings can get a W for you. All right. How much time can be left? How much time can be left in this intermission? I feel like we've been at break for a while. Oh, there's only like a minute or two left. All right. So we're going to be starting. We're going to get one more last commercial break, and then they're going to be starting the third. Well, that's because, Johnny, that's because they've shown no ability to win in the playoffs. 2017 lost in the first round. 2018 lost in the first round. 2019 lost in the first round. 2020 lost in the qualifying round. 2021 lost in the first round. When you have a resume that is nothing but first round losses like that, then yeah, nobody's going to believe in you in the playoffs. Intermission is 18 minutes. So we are coming to the 18th minute of those 18 minutes right now. That 2004 Leafs team was the last Toronto Maple Leafs team to win a playoff series. I remember 2004, but I was only 8, so actually I hadn't even turned 8 yet. So, I mean, I kind of remember that Leafs team a little bit, but I don't remember it, like, vividly the way that I do, like, the current Leafs teams, but that 2004 Leafs team was the last time that the Leafs won in the playoffs. Boston went to the finals in 2019. Boston's won playoff series in just last year. Pittsburgh won back-to-back Stanley Cups in 2016 and 2017. Colorado's won in the first round each of how many years now? They lost in the second round the last couple of years, but they won in the first round to get to the second round. The problem with the Leafs is they literally have not won a single series. Like, every other team has at least one playoff series. The Leafs have 0. I was 7 years old the last time the Leafs won a playoff series. I mean, that's a joke. That's an absolute joke. K-Man, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We are getting ready for the start of the third. Taken back now. We are underway. Pittsburgh, bring it into the offensive zone. Moved up now by Werenski into the offensive zone. Florida has not won a playoff series since the year I was born. No, Florida has not won a playoff series since 1996, which is literally the year that I was born. They have absolutely no positive playoff history either. We have no idea yet, no Mander. We have no idea yet. I mean, the standings are far from set. Yeah, Kings won in 2012 and then again in 2014. They had a really good stretch there where they were a contending team for a number of years and they got 2 cups out of it. Offensive zone face-off here. Penguins able to clear their zone now. Up and over the red line. Dumped into the offensive zone. They beat the New Jersey Devils in 2012, and they beat the New York Rangers in 2014. Here's a chance for the Blue Jackets. Sillinger, and getting back defensively to break up the breakaway is Marino. Good job there by Pittsburgh getting back. Here they come now into the offensive zone. Here's Bluger with it. Back out high, but we get a penalty call. It's going to be interference against Zahorna here. Yes, I do believe that Austin Matthews is going to lead the NHL in goals this year. I do. He's going to win the Rocket, in my opinion. 18:38 to go in the third. Columbus is going to get a power play. Is this what they need to get back into the game? It's a interference call against Radim Zahorna. And Columbus here to the man advantage. That could be an X factor, G, for the Leafs, is if Shalgren can get going in goal. Rookie goaltender, you never really know what to expect. Sometimes they are really, really good. If he can get hot, then bang. Long shot in there. That one gets sent down. 1:25 to go here in the power play. Moved up now. One minute to go now on the power play. Penguins doing a great job on the kill so far. Bringing this one up into the offensive end. Shot in there. Saved by Gerry. Moved up there, and that one gets cleared out. Good job again. Columbus has to go back and regroup. It's Jake Bean in his own zone. Still 40 seconds to work with on the man advantage. Trying to bring this one up over the red line into the offensive zone. Thrown in there. Jarry's going to cover it up, and we'll get a whistle. 17:09 to go in the third. 31 seconds left on the Columbus power play. They are still down by 3 here in the third period, and really need to get some offense going if they're going to have any chance of coming back in this one. Playing it around now. Back out high. To the near side. Back out to the point. Long shot there. Jarry makes another save, and that one's deflected up into the netting. We'll get another whistle and another offensive zone faceoff for Columbus. 14 seconds left in power play time. Do I know? I mean, I don't know Steve Dangle personally, Grady, but I know of him. Yes, he's pretty famous. I think most hockey people know who Steve Dangle is. So that one's one back to the point. Trying to work it here. Shot in, save. That one gets covered in the crease, and Pittsburgh able to get it out of harm's way. Jackets keep it in the zone, however. That one rips wide, top of the circle. Shot again, off glass, deflected. Cali Hockey, what's going on? Welcome in. I'm hoping that Bergeron re-signs for at least another year or two, Rumble, but we don't know for sure. There could definitely be a retirement on the horizon. He's taken a beating over his NHL career. Shot in there. Columbus again with a chance. Power plays come to an end. We're back to 5-on-5. Columbus with some chances, but not able to find the back of the net. Now Pittsburgh comes back the other way. Really, really appreciate it. Playing this one now. 15:45 to go in the third. Penguins move it out of their zone. Up through neutral ice. Over the red line. Dumped into the offensive end. Played down to the corner. Raquel coming in on the forecheck. He's just going to wait in front of the net. Carlson has it behind his own net. Maybe Cali Hockey? I don't know. I don't know. I don't see, I don't know. I kind of feel like Quick is going to end up being a career king, but there's, I mean, with Peterson playing as well as he has, then maybe. I don't know. Maybe they do decide to move on from him. Stu, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, maybe they do trade him at the end of the year because Peterson's kind of taken over there. He's played better than Quick, so you're right. I didn't even really think about Quick going at the end of the year, but that definitely is possible. Taking now Columbus in the offensive zone, trying to get some offense going in the third. They've got less than 15 minutes to work with. Moved over now. Played back out high for Voracek. Deflected on the way through, ends up in the corner. Werenski pinches down, but Matheson sends it up the wall. Cleared here by Pittsburgh. They bring it up ice. Here's Danton Heinen. Drops it back. Shot in. Blocked on the way through. Malkin in the corner. Back to Heinen. Played to the point. 14 minutes to go here in the third as that one is sent all the way down. Jarry leaves it for Ruido. Moved out now. That one's dumped into the offensive end. Korpisalo leaves it behind the net. Rodriguez comes in on the forecheck. Welcome back, Aaron. Dumped in there. Pittsburgh's got to tag up. Jake Bean takes it. Long pass over the red line. Deflected into the offensive zone. Played behind the net now to the corner. Backhanded up the wall. Jay, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really, really appreciate it. Let's get that hype up in the chat and welcome our newest subscriber, Jay, to the channel. As Korpisalo makes a save there and covers that one. 13:10 to go in the third. Emil, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to have you in the stream as well. We got just over 13 minutes to go in the third period here. Pittsburgh still in control with the 4-1 lead. And we'll head to our first commercial break of period number 3. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Please don't forget, it does mean a lot if you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where everybody can come together and have some fun and enjoy hockey. So, appreciate everybody coming by tonight. Pittsburgh here looking good, getting the job done so far. Columbus, they're going to need to try and find some offense if they're going to come back in this one. They haven't gotten much going here offensively since the first period. So, Looks like Pittsburgh's in pretty good shape, but again, this is the NHL and stranger things have happened. But so far, it's looking good for the Pens. Aaron, you subbed last stream because you got sub-hyped during the last stream that you were here. So that is for new subscribers. You were already subbed to the channel. Johnny, I think this could be maybe the best playoffs that I can remember seeing. Honestly, I think this is particularly in the Eastern Conference. I think this is setting up to potentially be one of the best playoffs in recent history, matchup-wise. And the first round is going to be absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. I cannot wait for the playoffs, and I think they're going to be absolutely incredible this year. Hey, thank you so much, Bird. Really, really appreciate that. Let's welcome Bird to the channel. New subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 13 minutes to go here in the third period. Played behind the net. Worked up to Kapanen. Pens out of their zone now. D carrying the puck over the red line. Dumped into the offensive zone. Very unpredictable, Callie, because I don't think many people expected them to be there. So, very, very unpredictable to see what they'll be able to do in the postseason. I think they'll probably not last very long, but, I mean, who knows? Again, teams can get hot. Yes, Grady, I'll be streaming all playoffs long. Probably, pretty much every night of the playoffs. Even more than I do in the regular season. Pretty much every night in the playoffs, there'll be streams. Looks like we're going to get a penalty call here. Cali Hockey, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's welcome Cali Hockey to the channel, new subscriber. Tripping call against Jake Bean. Pittsburgh's going to the power play. Oh, boy. All right. So the Pens already up by 3. Now get a power play chance. Elias, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. Let's get some new sub hype. But for all the new subs, I mean, trying to get everybody by name here, but there's a bunch more tonight. So for all the new subscribers, thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel, and let's get some hype in the chat. So it's going to be an offensive zone face-off now for the Penguins. On the power play, out shooting Columbus 34-22, outscoring them 4-1 so far. We'll see if they can add to that. Trying to play it down now. Working it in front, out high to the point. Cycling in the attacking end. Yeah, I think Washington is probably the weakest Eastern Conference team heading into the playoffs, but again, it's the playoffs. Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, Robert, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Avalanche have had a problem with the second round. We'll see if they can change that this year. As it's taken, Penguins back out in the neutral zone. Still a minute and 10 seconds left on the power play here. Back out high now. Malkin keeps it in the zone. It's taken now by Nyquist, and Cole Sillinger clears it out to neutral ice. Right back in, though. Pittsburgh back on the attack. Here's Malkin cutting to the middle. He goes down, and we're going to get another tripping call here. Yes, no, Mander. Trade deadline was yesterday at 3 p.m. It's all over. No more trades. It is past the deadline. All right, see you later, Aaron. Talk to you soon. Appreciate you coming by. So it looks like this is going to be a 5-on-3 now here for Pittsburgh. Another tripping call against Columbus. So not ideal here. Columbus trying to come back in this game, does not want to be down 2 men and give a 5-on-3 to Pittsburgh, but that's exactly what they've just done. And it looks like somebody's used their timeout here. All the teams are gathered by the bench, so looks like somebody may have used a timeout here. Or I don't know what the holdup is if it's not a timeout. Yeah, very surprising, Avi. Devils just destroyed the Rangers. Devils have to play again tomorrow. And that did not take long. Right off of the face-off, Evgeny Malkin puts one home there. It's a 5-1 lead for Pittsburgh. They score on the 5-on-3. And Malkin beats Korpisalo. It's a 5-1 game. Pittsburgh running away with this one. Quick work there on the 5-on-3. And now we'll go back to a regular power play. And that did not take long. Yeah, East this year is stronger than the West. That's not a bad prediction, Callie. I kind of agree with you on that. Taken up now. Penguins with it through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Off now for Rust. Rust takes it down low. Around behind the net. 1.5 still on the regular power play here. All right, sounds good, Elias. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Played in front now. Trying to get through to Guentzel. Chance there. Korpisalo keeps it out. Pad save. Scramble in front. Puck ends up in the corner. Taken back now. Penn still on the attack here in the offensive end. Pass into the middle. Back to the blue line. Over now to the near side. It's played by Malkin. To the blue line. Crosby covering out high. And we're going to get a whistle. And it looks like that puck may have gone out of the zone. And it's going to be offsides. 1:05 still on the power play here for Pittsburgh. Completely dominating this one over Columbus. Neutral zone draw coming up now. That one is won back by the Pens. Played here by Kasperi Kapanen. Out to the blue line. Rodriguez. Long shot there. That one goes wide. Seth Jones doesn't really make the Columbus Blue Jackets any better. Not really. I'm sure they're pretty happy with the return that they were able to get for Seth Jones. I mean, Chicago hasn't really been any better with Jones, and Columbus was just as bad last year without Jones. Or with Jones, they were still just as bad. So, as a personal Seth Jones hater myself, I'm sure Columbus is pretty happy that they don't have him anymore. 10 seconds to go here on the power play. Pittsburgh dumps it in. And Werenski takes it now. Oh, yeah. Full strength again. Columbus kills that one off. Power play comes to an end. And we get a puck up and out of play there. We'll get a whistle with exactly 9 minutes to go in the third. And we should be heading to a commercial break here, I believe. Maybe not. Yes, we do. All right, third period, Pittsburgh up 5-1. Obviously, this game very much in their control at this point. Looks like it's pretty much over. Penguins with a great performance again. Another 2 points in the win column. Or in the point column, another win in the win column. And they're going to take advantage of the Rangers getting upset by the Devils earlier tonight as well. So, good night for Pittsburgh. So here is my upcoming stream schedule. I am going to drop it in the chat. I only have tomorrow and Thursday figured out so far. But I will be adding to that hopefully before tomorrow night's stream. So tomorrow is going to be a doubleheader on the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have the Devils against the Maple Leafs at 7 p.m. and then Vancouver against Colorado at 9:30. So doubleheader coming up tomorrow, and then Thursday night, Boston and Tampa Bay. Always a ridiculous game when those teams play each other. Always a ton of fun. So that will round out the week on Thursday. And then I'll let you guys know about this weekend coming up. Hopefully I'll have it figured out tomorrow, and I'll have a game scheduled for this weekend. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know, Grady. Again, like I just said, I only have tomorrow and Thursday figured out. And other than that, I have no idea what the schedule is after that. No idea what the schedule is going to be beyond that. I really haven't looked ahead to next week yet, so I'll have to figure that out as we get closer. Hey, thank you, Cap. Appreciate it. Out of the zone now. Here comes Bjorkstrand for Columbus into the offensive end. Fires one in there. Jarry's able to make the save. And that one gets covered up with 8:47 to go in the third. Back underway. It will be an ozone draw for Columbus. I forget. Yeah, Cali hockey. You said Blue Jackets played super slow this game. Yes. They've not had much speed to their game at all in this one. They have been very, very slow, and they haven't been able to get anything going offensively because of it. There's a shot right off the faceoff that's ripped wide. Blue Jacket season's been over for a while, no Mander. I mean, we've known now for probably a couple months that Columbus wasn't going to be a playoff team. Into the offensive end now. That one gets taken back. Here's Dean Kukin. 8:20 to go in the third. Moved up now. Stolen back, though, by Pittsburgh in the neutral zone, and that deflects up and out of play. Off the stick of Brian Boyle and into the bench area. We'll get another stoppage with 8:17 remaining. Yeah, Columbus has been better than expected this year. I thought they were going to be dead last in the Metro Division. They've exceeded my expectations and won more games than I thought they were going to win. I thought they were going to be the dead last team in the Metro, and they're not. So Columbus has been better than expected, but still not good enough to make the playoffs. Moved up now. Dumped into the offensive end. Columbus goes back on the attack. Forechecking. Roslovic not able to get to it. Out of the zone now, Penguins. Carter into the offensive zone. Jeff Carter down to the corner. Werenski on him. Raquel takes possession now. Bad pass, though, to the point. That splits the D and goes all the way down. Line change coming for both teams. Ruido goes back to get it. Moved up now over the red line. Dumped into the offensive zone. Going in on the forecheck here. No, Penguins did not change lines. My apologies. Raquel back into the offensive end. Plays it on the half board. Throws it in front. Just too far, Rodriguez. Now they're going to get a line changes. Rodriguez comes onto the ice. And we get Andrew Peak blocking a shot here. And he is down injured. And this looks like it might have hit him in the face. I didn't see the game graded, but I did see the score. Yeah, West is still wide open as far as who gets in. East 8 playoff teams are set in the East. And Peak is still down here on the ice, getting looked at by the trainer on his hands and knees. And he is still down. Looks like he's finally getting up now with some help from his teammates and will gingerly skate off. And it looks like a leg. Right leg for Andrew Peak, not putting any weight on it. No weight on it for Andrew Peak on his right leg here. So, right off the side of the knee. What a bad spot to get hit. He blocks Letang's shot right off the side of the knee. Immediately goes down and needs help off the ice. That is, as someone who's blocked plenty of shots playing hockey, that is a bad spot to get hit. and I'm sure he is in quite a bit of pain as he heads off. Hopefully he's okay and he's able to just shake it off after a couple of minutes and get back out there. But that's going to be a big bruise for sure. 7:12 to go here in the third. One back now by Pittsburgh. They bring it up ice. Guentzel dumps it into the offensive zone as he takes a hit. Crosby after it, but the Jackets get there first. Robinson up and out. Taken now. Played here. Crosby. Yeah, exactly, Cali Hockey. That's a bad spot to get hit. It hurts. It's probably not broken, Grady. It's probably not broken, but it definitely is a bad feeling for sure. As Corrali here gets his helmet ripped off by Evgeny Malkin. And I think Malkin's going to head to the penalty box for that one. He tried to throw a hit on Sean Corrali, but he hit him up high and ended up just ripping his helmet off. And now with 6:36 to go in the third, it looks like Malkin is going to head to the box here, I believe. As he gets the elbow out right into the chin of Sean Corrali there. And then as Corrali goes down, his helmet comes flying off. And, it's actually the leg of Malkin coming down on Corrali that knocked the helmet off. So, roughing penalty here. Although, I mean, you could have called that elbowing or interferences. Or holding as well, not really interference because he had the puck. But either way, it's roughing against Malkin. Power play for Columbus. They're 1 for 3 on the power play tonight, but down by 4 goals. They're going to need to find some scoring here. As it's brought into the offensive zone. 6:20 to go in the third. Voracek with a shot. He rings the pipe. And Voracek goes off the post with that one, keeps it a 4-goal game. One back up now, played over the red line, brought into the offensive zone, sent all the way down. Brought up into the offensive end. Here's Voracek back to Werenski, D to D. Played over now. Voracek skates it down low, passes back to the blue line. Worked there by Werenski, gets by the penalty killers, then gets his shot attempt there deflected up and out of play by Letang into the netting. We'll get a stoppage and a face-off coming up. Devils game is a football score. Certainly is. HP, what's going on? Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. 100% Dork, welcome back. Columbus making their comeback? No. Power play's coming to an end. 25 seconds to go. And under 5 minutes left in the third. It is still a 5-1 lead for Pittsburgh. Ryan, virtually non-existent. Doesn't even make the news anymore. And restrictions have been gone for, long time now, but doesn't even make the news anymore. Power play comes to an end. Columbus unsuccessful. And we are still 5-1 Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was dangerous before Raquel. They were one of the top teams in the East before getting Rickard Raquel, and now they add him to the lineup as well. That's a big addition for the Pens, and they're an even better team now heading into the playoffs. 4:10 to go now here in the third. Columbus with it through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Over here to Bemstrom. Down low now, back out high. That gets out of the zone past Kukin. Absolutely 100% Dork. You cannot count them out, to say the least. Three and a half now to go in the third. Forechecking pressure from the Blue Jackets. Penn's trying to work it out of their zone. This time they'll clear. Lofted by everybody. That gets taken in the neutral zone, and it's going to be a hand pass against Columbus. And we're going to get a whistle here. And our final commercial break in the third, I believe, coming up. 3:23 to go. Penguins in complete control of this one, 5-1. They're going to win. It's just a matter of running out these last 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And we'll be coming close to the end of this one. Pittsburgh getting the job done tonight. Thank you guys again all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. It's great to have you all here. While we're at the commercial break, let's check some other scores from around the league. While we got a little bit of break in the action. Rangers getting destroyed by the Devils 7-3 in the third period of that game. Very surprising score there. Blues still have a 4-2 lead over the Washington Capitals. Looks like Blues are going to take care of business in that one. Hurricanes have a 2-1 lead over the Lightning in the third period of that game. Red Wings are up 4-2 over the Flyers at the end of the second period. Senators and Islanders are still 0-0 in the third period of that one. Jets have taken a 1-0 lead over Vegas. Again, like I've been saying for the past week now, there's a strong chance that Vegas doesn't even make the playoffs. Oilers have a 1-0 lead over the Stars. That's a big game for Edmonton. Flames have a 2-0 lead over the Sharks. They're getting the job done there. Seattle and Arizona will drop the puck at 10 o'clock. And Nashville, Los Angeles is the late game at 10:30. Also, did the Canes score again? Aho on a wraparound. Canes go up 3-1. Big goal there for Carolina. They go up by 2. All right, sounds good, Johnny. Appreciate it, and certainly be talking tomorrow. Can't wait to watch the Leafs tomorrow night and see what they look like with Giordano there, and it's going to be fun for sure. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat. We get a quick save by Korpisalo. Face-off coming up. Yeah, Vegas got killed by Winnipeg last week when they played, and they're down by 1 so far tonight. Much closer game tonight so far, though. 3:15 to go in the third period. Offensive zone face-off for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Up by 4 still as it's one back defensively. Columbus up the wall. Knocked down there by Crosby. Chance for Guentzel in front. He just rips it wide. Worked around now. Out high, here's Letang. Backhanded pass for Crosby. Stolen in the middle, though, and they're able to clear it out. It's 2-0 Winnipeg now. They've taken an even bigger lead over Vegas. All right, so Winnipeg doing well in that one. Back out to the neutral zone. Dumoulin will chase. 2:35. Jeez, I'm not dyslexic, but I got the numbers mixed there. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Pittsburgh trying to put the finishing touches on of this one. Dan, I hope you're joking with that question. I really hope you're joking. The Avalanche are literally the top team in the NHL. Like, I mean, it's literally not even a question. Long shot there. Trying to take it now into the middle. Spin around shot. Chance in front. Gerry able to keep that one out. Good pressure in front. 1:35 to go here in the third period. Columbus throws that one in. It's Gaunt's chance now. Bemstrom trying to get to it. And that's cleared all the way down by Pittsburgh. And that is going to be icing against the Penguins. Back down to their zone. 1:26 to go. And we're going to get a whistle here. Offensive zone draw coming up for Chicago. Or for Columbus. I don't know why I just said Chicago there. I haven't even streamed Chicago recently. Both team names start with C. I guess that's literally the only connection. But anyway, Pittsburgh wins it back defensively. All the way down. Cleared there out to the neutral zone. Columbus does bring it back in, though. Here's Nyquist. Passes that one off for Line into the middle. Roslovic with a shot and a glove save. Honestly, you're right, 100% Dork. Columbus has played very Chicago-like in this game. It has not been a good performance for the Blue Jackets. Yeah, getting blown out 5-1 after scoring first is very Chicago. Absolutely. So anyway, taken now. Offensive zone draw for Columbus. Trying to move that to the middle. Stolen by Brian Boyle. Penguins are out of the zone. Back the other way now into the offensive end. Pittsburgh running out the clock on this one. 50 seconds to go. I agree, Cali Hockey. I agree. I don't think the cup winner is going to come from the Pacific, personally. I don't think the Pacific is not at that level compared to some of these other teams and divisions. 37 seconds left to go in this one. Another whistle here. Yes, it is, Cali Hockey. As we get another stoppage. Man, it seems like the end of this game is taking forever. I mean, I don't know where this effort from Columbus in the offensive zone is coming from now. I mean, they needed this about, 25 minutes ago in the game, not in the final minute of the third period. I mean, it's a little late now, down 5-1. Pittsburgh's trying to cycle now in the attacking end. Played down low, backhanded in. Korpisalo with a save, and he covers it up. And we'll get a whistle. And we'll get a stoppage here with 19 seconds to go. Attacking zone draw for the Penguins coming up. All three of those teams are certainly very good contenders, Grady. Yeah, no, I agree, HP. I don't think the Flames of the Oilers are getting a miracle either. I don't see the cup winner coming out of the Pacific. I think Avs, Panthers, and Canes are all high-end top teams, Grady, and they all have a shot. Absolutely. But we've seen other teams get hot before. It's certainly not impossible. Anyway, guys, final seconds run off the clock here. This game is over. And the Pittsburgh Penguins finish off a 5-1 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets, getting the job done on home ice here. It is the 10th consecutive home win for the Penguins against Columbus. Columbus has not won a game in Pittsburgh since 2015. So, wow. Big win here for the Pens. They're taking advantage of a Rangers loss as well. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have you all here tonight. Before you go, I'll once again be dropping the upcoming stream schedule in the chat so you guys know what's coming up. But obviously, tomorrow, doubleheader, New Jersey versus Toronto, and then Vancouver versus Colorado. Going to be a lot of fun. Thank you guys again so much for tonight. Really, really appreciate all the support. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up if you haven't yet. It does help out a ton and is really, really appreciated. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be talking to you all very, very soon. Thank you guys again, and see you next time.